Well, today we got our first look after weeks of backroom deals by Democrats. The Pelosi health care bill has emerged, and it's just another version of their government-run health insurance plan that's a freight train of bureaucracy and mandates and taxes, and it's just exactly the opposite of what the American people are clamoring for in health care reform. I'm very disappointed that there hasn't been more bipartisanship. I'm also disappointed that there hasn't been more transparency. You know, this is a bill that won't just affect 1/6 of our economy. It'll affect 100% of the American people for generations to come. And the very idea that all the negotiations this fall have taken place behind closed doors without anyone from the other party involved, only to lurch forward today with votes expected next week, I think is disappointing to millions of Americans. Well, I think it's good. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, and I think if members of Congress are going to set into motion government-run insurance, it'll lead to a government takeover of health care, and could cause tens of millions of Americans to lose the health insurance they have, and end up in a public plan. Then I think any member of Congress that votes for that ought to also agree to sign up for the public option themselves. I believe Republicans are going to provide not only overwhelming opposition to a government takeover of health care, but you're going to see Republicans in the coming days come together around a Republican plan that'll lower the cost of health insurance, that'll get runaway lawsuits and junk lawsuits under control, and give the American people the ability to purchase health insurance across state lines, frankly, the way members of Congress can. It's time for people to get on the phone, to send emails, to send faxes, to show up at public meetings for their member of Congress. Now is the time for the American people to be heard. We don't have the votes to stop a government takeover of health care, but as I always tell my Republican colleagues, a minority in Congress plus the American people equals a majority.